Every day, Anna walked backwards, because with every step she took back, her husband's fortune would worsen. Her mother-in-law stood by, mocking her relentlessly. But no sooner had the words left her mouth than the lights above began to flicker wildly, then crashed down with a loud crack. Yet even after this, the family dismissed it as a coincidence. Benjamin himself signed the divorce papers on the spot, telling Anna to get lost as quickly as possible. He wanted to see just how unlucky he could get. Taking the papers, Anna said nothing. She walked away backwards, quietly chanting the spell to sever feelings and reclaim fortune. The moment she stepped out of the house, Benjamin's phone rang with a deafening screech. On the other end of the line, his assistant reported in terror. The group's capital chain had broken. In an instant, they had lost 1 billion yuan. What Benjamin didn't know was that none of what he had ever belonged to him. His wife was the most beloved ninth princess of the heavenly god. 5 years ago, for the sake of a mortal romance, she had spent half her immortal power to defy fate, turning a penniless beggar on the street into Bai Cheng's top billionaire. She thought that 5 years of wholehearted devotion would earn her the grand wedding she had dreamed of. But everything she had built with her own hands had become a blade that was now being driven into her own heart. On their wedding day, a woman in a wedding dress burst into the ceremony in tears. She was Benjamin's first love, the one he had never forgotten. Sobbing, she claimed she was being forced to marry an abusive man, deliberately showing off the bruises on her face. Benjamin's heart ached for her. Ignoring his wife, who was also in her wedding dress and already pregnant, he did not hesitate. He picked up his first love and decided to take her to the hospital. He shoved aside his wife's attempts to stop him, rushed out of the wedding, and even accused her in public of being petty. He declared that from the very beginning, he had loved only his first love. He had married Anna only because back then, in his poverty, he felt he was not worthy of his first love. Overwhelmed by this humiliation and betrayal, Anna's blood rushed to her head. She collapsed on the spot, coughing up blood. The child in her womb was lost. When she woke up in the hospital, what awaited her was not her husband's comfort, but the news of her miscarriage. Swallowing her grief, she called Benjamin. But the man on the other end was distracted, his attention entirely on his first love. With a perfunctory "drink more hot water," he hung up. He went back to his room, gently rubbing his first love's stomach, having already forgotten his wife, who had just lost their child. Only then did Anna finally see the truth. She had risked her immortal soul being destroyed, endured the pain of bearing a mortal child in a divine body, and all she had received in return was his complete worthlessness. 5 years of devotion had become a total joke. What was worse, Benjamin brought his first love openly into their home. The moment his mother saw her, she rushed over with effusive concern, as if this woman were her real daughter-in-law. As for Anna, who had just miscarried, she treated her with nothing but disgust, cursing her for not even being able to protect a child. Benjamin even ordered Anna, still recovering from the miscarriage, to serve his first love. His reason? She was used to serving people. Looking at this family's cold, contemptuous faces, Anna's heart died completely. But just as she was ready to walk away and let them be, Benjamin suddenly fell to his knees, apologizing with tears and a dramatic